cool. So, yeah, our guest was Katrina Davis. She was a lot of fun.
She rules.
Yeah, we tried some new segments. It was a party. There's a lot of us here now. It was a real party.
No, I like that this is just slowly turning into a party.
Yeah.
Which you've already said.
Yeah.
But and the intro will come before you said it on the show.
Yeah, it's everything is a party, but still hurts.
Yeah. It's a pain party.
Yeah, which we learned in the last episode that Fifi Dosh goes to all the time. But yeah, enjoy this episode with Katrina Davis.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Fucking life sucks. Everything hurts.
We've decided that Tom is the new eye candy of the podcast.
Yes. I'm here to be.
He's the hot slut that we have around, just so that we can get the really not just male and female audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna play Chubby Bunny with the tube top later. We talked about a Sibian.
Mm-hmm. Tom's here so we can finally use the boing sound effect.
Exactly.
It's
actually
been used before. You've done it already.
I've done it with my mouth, but we should have it. I've actually said boing.
Catholic virginity.
But we could. But we could have a boing sound effect.
Yeah, I could set you up.
All right. Yeah, Brian's king of boing.
Or I could go old school radio and get a ruler and physically do it.
Is that how they make the boing sound?
Did you ever pop a ruler when a substitute teacher walked by?
No.
Me either. No, not me either.
Stop.
I did
Dude, people were so mean to substitute teachers. It made me so sad.
One time, a bunch of my friends threw a bunch of supplies out of the window while they had a substitute teacher. And she was just like, that's not even my stuff. Just being like, stop this. I did feel really bad.
Someone
for that
hawked a loogie in one of my substitute teachers soda while she was in her office.
Oh.
And she didn't drink it. The whole class left. And then I waited back because I didn't want to narc in front of everybody. So I just waited and I went, hey, someone hawked a loogie in your drink. Don't fucking drink that. And the look on her, she just looks so sad that someone did that. It broke my heart.
So what you're saying is you're a narc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, how naive are you as a substitute teacher? If I was I'd be like, of course they did.
Yes.
Don't.
I'd be like, that's my trick soda.
You don't.
The other soda is this flask of whiskey.
Yeah. Dummy.
Yeah, you don't leave your drink unattended in a classroom. That's not.
We would always try to make the substitute teachers cry.
That's
that
so
was
mean.
always
As a goal?
Yeah. Well,
What is it their fault that your other teacher's sick? That now
we
they're
were trying to make the regular teacher cry too, but we just tried harder with the substitute.
That's fair.
teacher.
That it's now it's
remedial
you.
classes. Okay. It went downhill.
I'm not gonna lie. I was such a teacher's pet. I really was. I was really, really nice to teachers.
I think you were too, Katrina.
I was a teacher's pet after the fact. I would mind my business and then the next year be like, okay, we're cool now that you're not in charge of me and grade papers for that person or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But then I got older and PE teachers hated me. I would start classes and teachers that ate lunch together would be like, I already heard about you. And I'd be like, I didn't even do anything.
That's what they heard.
Yeah, no, I did. To them, I don't know. I was trying hard not to get in trouble once I got older and still just fucking up.
I don't see anyone not liking
I was just
you.
loud. No, people would get in trouble for riling me up. For making
you
me
do
loud.
get riled up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I was in debate across from my English class and kids from that class would come over and be like, Ms. Faust said that Katrina has to stop yelling because we're taking a test 2 portables away. They were like, we can hear you through 2 sets of hurricane safe particle board. Please be quiet.
It was just that you had a loud voice.
I'm loud and I would I guess rambunctious. I don't know.
I love
just like fighting and wrestling and like I would like I accidentally
Okay, well that's different.
I was like wrestling with one of my guy friends that was way bigger than me and definitely should have beat me, but I like tripped him somehow and he lost his footing and fell over like this giant stack of desks, and it was silent for like a beat, and one of my friends just went, "Run, Trina!" and I like ran like he definitely would have beat me up for that. But so I would like accidentally fuck shit up, I guess.
Were you someone that would use like physical violence to flirt and then take it too far? Because
I wasn't trying to flirt. I was trying
I've
to
done
win.
that so many
Yeah.
times.
Got a gun in
One
his
time
mouth.
Nicole actually crushed on a dude and stabbed a guy.
I would like
You pistol whip one crush all of a sudden.
I would like punch their shoulder and be like, "You stupid," you know, and then like the next day they'd be like, "I have a fucking bruise on my arm, you bitch."
You're like, oh
It did
no.
not work. They didn't like that.
Courting is hard.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that that's how you flirted.
I'm trying to think. I'm more of a dare flirter. So like I won't hit anyone physically, but I will dare them to hit me. Is that weird? Like I will like
No.
let a crush tase me, but like I wouldn't necessarily flirt by physically
There's
harming
a difference in
someone.
S and M. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is what's happening.
Yeah.
Brian just made a real deep connection. Okay, well,
Yeah. Well, that makes me think we'd be very sexually compatible, Katrina.
You could just beat the shit out of her.
Oh wait. Okay. I don't like this dynamic actually.
If the flirting is tasing, what is the S&M in that? Like, you already got to tasing to attract him.
I mean, there's nowhere to go but up, I guess.
I feel like even in S&M they don't use tasers. I feel like tasers aren't a sexy.
Oh, I'm sure it
You
is.
think-
No, they have.
You think that's sexy pain?
I
Tasing?
did a show
For
with the
certain people,
dominatrix
yes, I
in
would say that.
Indiana where she had a device to shock us when we bombed for sex.
Right, the dominatrix.
Jumper
Yeah.
cables on the nipples. Isn't
Yeah,
that
there we
Oh,
go.
Yeah, that's
I can
true.
see
That's
that.
Or the balls.
Man,
Yeah.
damn. People must have really high pain tolerances.
Yes, I think that's a thing too.
Yeah.
And then don't you can you develop? Yeah, because you'll need more. Like you could have to turn the voltage up after a while, right?
I knew
Yeah,
an
you probably
electricity
get used
junkie.
to it.
Oh,
Yeah. This guy, Will Westbrook, he was hooked on getting shocked. One time, we used to do construction together, and he picked me up one morning, and he was like, "Hold on a second," and he had to pull off, and he went and grabbed a horse fence.
I hate you. I don't believe you.
I swear to God. He was in a band called the Gerbils. They're a phenomenal band. He also was kind of in Neutral Milk Hotel. But he grabbed this fence. It was like, ugh, and he was like, oh. And he built little
Wait,
things.
was he jerking off or he just
No, he
shocked
just
himself?
loved the electricity. And he used to stick his hands in machines and shock himself. He built, he was a noise musician too, so he would build things to shock himself. He was hooked on it.
What?
Yeah, electricity and Adderall. That was
And yeah,
his
when
big
we do
thing.
this at
Hooked on a
Guantanamo, we're the
feeling.
bad guys.
I don't even know what to think about what you just said because it wasn't Jamie Foxx gaining power. What? Who does that? Oh wow.
Will's no longer with us. Shocker.
I was like, what happened? Drunk driver.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He murdered somebody in an attempt to get the chair. No, I'm kidding. He didn't know.
The ultimate.
Oh my god. Oh, that's how you want to go out if you're that person. Yeah.
You find a terminally ill person and you cut a deal. You say, "Hey, I'm gonna murder you. You're gonna go anyway. Do you mind if I murder you?"
Or someone who's just, really, really depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's
Whatever.
terminal illness.
Wait. Do we still use the chair?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
I thought
cool,
we
cool,
didn't. Oh,
I
no.
thought
We
yeah, I
did
thought
for
we
an
did.
Injection.
way too long.
I thought they
feel
still did in Texas.
Injection, though, isn't it? now?
Well, South Carolina and Oklahoma just brought back the firing squad.
What?
That honestly seems like the most humane.
But people
way to
have
make-
requested
Wait,
that
they
shit.
just
Yeah.
shoot him in the head?
Yeah, there's I think it's they get 10 people and there's only a round and a couple of the guns, so nobody knows who
Oh, I was going to say,
kills
why do
them.
they need
Oh,
10 people?
to save you from the
So it's
trauma.
individual roulette, kind of?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
don't know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
American roulette.
Yeah, that's American roulette.
Why do they need 10
I
people?
don't like that.
So that no one knows who did it, so they can be
Yes.
like, obviously it wasn't me.
Just like
Oh.
a,
Yeah.
not
You can go
it.
home- yeah, you can go
You
home and
can't,
not. Yeah.
you can't feel when a bullet comes in. There's
Well, it's the
Well, there's
same
probably got
kickback.
blanks.
They're
That's true.
blanks, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
blanks.
It's easier to sleep on a maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
that's
That's so fucked
Wow.
up.
There's never been a
God.
firing squad where they all accidentally had blanks, and then just
Yeah.
like,
And then
Just like,
what do you do? Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to be waiting.
and then there's
just
some Air Bud rule where now you're free.
yeah.
No, then they're like, wait, bring us your guns, and they put a bullet in, and then they have to like mix it up. Like,
Nobody remember. Close your eyes. We're gonna heads up 7 up the guns.
Heads up, 7 Up execution.
Oh my gosh. AK-47 up. Come on, you guys. Let's go.
AK-40s. That's really good.
they should make executions more fun. You know,
For who?
for everyone. You know,
Because
for-
now I'm imagining one of the guns just like, "Wah!" like a noisemaker. One's water.
fun for the whole family. You know,
What kind of fun are you talking?
I don't know, games and stuff.
Like, you want there to
You're
be a
turning into
clown?
the Joker now.
Like Connect 4? Like, what do you
Do you
mean?
want to play a game? No.
What kind of like you
There's
pick?
a maze.
There's like 3 different ones. One's like a lion in a cage. Like Nicole's just on a throne somewhere with all these fucked up options.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
you're a dictator.
now I'm just like the evil people in Squid Games.
Are those piranhas? What's happening?
I'd like to die by knife throwing practice, please.
Like what if like Death Row? They just like did Squid Games with Death Row.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
toy with people's lives.
No.
It doesn't seem like a good move for the government.
No.
I don't know.
My
You
dad,
know,
you're killing me-
this is turning sick. I was thinking people should have fun before they die, you know? But
What?
yes, you're right.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
So
it's more
you were
sick
like
than fun.
laser tag, and then you just don't know when you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
You don't want to know, right? Like I feel like it's worse if you know. I'd rather someone like sneak up behind me and just do it, and then like you know,
like
then
how we
it's
kill
quick.
sheep.
Do they sneak up behind sheep?
Well, I think they sneak up in front of them, but they
They
don't think they're gonna
execution
kill 'em.
style. They through and through sheep at the fucking base of the neck. What's happening?
Have you not seen it? That's what we do.
No,
Yeah.
that's how we
I've
were
never
making
seen
wool.
a sheep be executed.
That's
Why
what
would
Homeboy Industries does. It takes you takes you off the street and onto the farm.
why would you execute a sheep?
To eat it?
People eat sheep?
Lamb.
Lamb.
Oh
Chops.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Right. Baby sheep, only baby sheep.
Mutton.
Why don't they eat
Oh
adult
yeah, which I
sheep?
always feel like is a fish, and it's not.
No,
it
it's-
sounds like a fish.
It
Is
does
that
sound
weird?
like
Mutton,
fish.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't.
If it wasn't for Seinfeld, none of us would have even heard of it.
No,
True.
the Hobbit. I know it from the Hobbit.
All of us except for Tom.
Yeah. They have
Tom and my
songs-
mom would have
Yeah.
known about mutton from The Hobbit.
Yeah. They sing a song about mutton before they almost get eaten by trolls, I believe. Guys, this is a hard-hitting information I can bring to the show. Mutton songs written by.
I'm not gonna lie. I've
have a guitar
completely
in the other
zoned
room,
out
dude.
on the muttons.
Regale us with a mutton tune.
A mutton tune.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, anything interesting in the news lately?
Nothing.
No. Okay. I
Worst podcast
Interesting.
ever.
No, yeah, that was a good adjective for
I
you.
know
to say
I've been
no,
I avoid the news. We all know this, but I think we should have some kind of current events on this podcast. So I think we should do like dumb bitch news, like news that doesn't make you sad.
Yeah.
Dumb bitch news.
I was thinking
cut
of that
that,
same
and
like
that's
bullshit.
gonna
I'd
be
be
the
like da da da
theme
da
song
da 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 da.
Yeah.
We should
Like
all
this
four do it at
just
the
in or
same time
whatever.
and make that the sound clip for
You
it.
guys,
Yeah, okay.
did you
Do
hear?
do you have one?
Do I have a dumb bitch news? I do. You know what's I'm trying to speak into the microphone while grabbing my purse. I do have a dumb bitch news. Oh right, it's over here.
Yay.
So I was looking but honestly, most of them, I wouldn't say they're news. They're more like articles because news is all sad, or it's celebrity news, which honestly to me is more sad than the regular
Neither
news.
of those things.
What?
Well, not,
Because
So how is celebrity news was sadder than regular
because
news?
it's just
Because
so,
they're still alive,
because-
unlike on the regular
yeah, it's
news where
just
they
so
kill.
it's just so empty and like just they make me sad. Like celebrities make me sad because they're all
it makes me sad that people are still interested.
like the Kanye stuff.
Like
makes
I
me
would love
sad.
for stuff to just like the thing that people will never be able to band together to do and just fucking ignore someone. Like the ultimate burn for just no one to know.
I know.
Like, I love the relief of when someone tells me some bullshit and I'm like, oh, I didn't even hear about that. I'm always so happy when I'm like, oh, I was so far removed. I didn't even hear that dumbass rumor. Like, that's awesome.
I never know anything, and I get nothing but mocked for it.
It's the
Me too. Me too.
It's the best.
I don't care about your lives.
I don't know.
Like,
I never know.
are you hurt? Are you in trouble? Call me.
Hurt?
Did you fuck somebody behind their back? I don't care.
So you sound like my mom if you called too late. Are you hurt? If not, I don't know why this is happening.
Yes.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. So apparently there's a testosterone revolution.
What
I
does
didn't
that
hear
mean?
about this.
That's the Russian invasion of the Ukraine.
That's all it is.
No. They finally baited her. She was like, finally, something that isn't. Oh no! Like, that's how they got her.
Do you think Putin's definitely on testosterone? You think he like
Yeah, for
injects
sure.
testosterone?
For sure.
Well, apparently, so like it used to be just like bodybuilders and shit that injected testosterone, and now apparently just like
I'm going to start doing it for real.
the everyday guy is just doing it.
Why?
Why are you gonna do
Because
it?
apparently it helps with depression.
Yeah, it's saying it helps with anxiety, and it helps with
But Brian,
like
do you feel like you need more testosterone in
Yeah,
your body?
Well, if you look
and
at
losing weight. It helps with
the
losing weight.
symptoms of low testosterone, people think testosterone is like pounding your chest and being aggressive, but it's not just that. Like you start to like wither away in every way.
Yeah.
So you start to get mentally foggy, you start to get depression, you get like softer body, droopier,
Yeah.
and you get
Can
very
you stop
anxious.
making eye contact with me when you're saying this.
But wait.
Testosterone actually gives you confidence.
But it also
That-
give you health. It's a healthy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I want to take it because I want more body hair. I know body hair is a thing.
Are you
Do
cold?
Do you not have? Do you not have enough body hair?
You need more.
You have I feel like you have a lot. You have a lot in your. Take off your shirt.
Take off my shirt?
Take off. I
I'll
need to
do
see
it.
how much
I won't
body
be
hair
proud
you
of
have.
it.
Wait,
but
are
I'll
you going to
do it.
feel bad about this when you drive home?
Yes, but I already.
Don't make Tom take his shirt off. That escalated quickly. Like, I didn't believe he needed more hair either, but what's happening now?
I just need to see
yeah.
actually.
Nicole Stern.
Will it make you have more aggression and other things in, like,
No, that's why you have to have a doctor do it. They give you a very tiny amount.
okay.
It's not like steroids.
Because it does
Yeah.
have that as a part of all those things too, right?
Because you're more virile, yes, you're going to be a little more aggressive.
Okay.
yes.
So like that is like a side effect of all of the
Yeah, if I took a
healthiness.
Yeah.
It just makes you fucking ready, and that's just what you got to do with being a healthy man.
What if I encounter a mountain lion on a hike, Katrina? What am I going to do?
Break his neck and fuck it, I guess.
yeah.
What's happening? I don't know what testosterone is anymore.
Does it help with erectile dysfunction?
I think so.
I don't
But
know.
wait, were
Is that-
bodybuilders
does that-
taking it to offset steroids then?
Well, no, because it makes you healthier, and also I think it just gives you more drive, not just with sex, but just like in general.
It does. You know
It's a
that.
recovery thing.
Motivation.
You know that thing where they tell you to like stand like this before a job interview or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, like just doing that for some reason, like raises your testosterone levels or something like
That's why
that.
in the army they hit you in your lower back to get you to stand up straight, and by you I mean me.
Wait,
I'm learning a lot about testosterone. Because wait, can we take testosterone? Will
That's
you'll
what
be
I'm-
you'll be trans.
That's what I'm
we'll be hairy
wondering.
and confident and
No, but what
Oh.
if? Because I do
A little
I
bit.
do
A little
think
bit,
that
that's
there's
fine.
women who are
sprinkle.
low in testosterone because we are supposed to have some testosterone.
Yeah, there's high
Yes.
T girls too,
Yeah.
and I was attracted to them in junior high.
There's what?
High T.
High testosterone.
Yeah,
Or-
do we
yeah.
go
Yeah.
through puberty
Well,
first or
they're-
something?
yeah.
They're hornier too.
And they're like they're the kind of people who maybe are a little violent when they flirt.
They play
Yeah.
roller derby.
Oh, I think
Nicole.
Here's the thing. I'm starting to think I'm gonna go like actually see for sure, but I think I'm low on estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
You think so? Why?
Yeah. For a lot of reasons. Some that I don't want to get into, but like one, if you're low on estrogen, it also gives you like depression and stuff and low energy.
It's
and
your
whatever.
testosterone. That's how I have
Yeah.
to look at it. It's a man's
Yeah,
world.
it's like, do you
Yeah.
necessarily have low estrogen or just your testosterone kicking your estrogen's ass? And you're just like wah wah in a corner somewhere.
I do want to go to some kind of hormone doctor, whatever they're called, endocrinologist. Endocrinologist.
That sounds like a gland person.
Yeah, that sounds
but
like
sure.
skin.
I think,
Like where you go get. Yes, also true. That sounds
is
like,
like-
even though that's a dermatologist,
Yeah.
but your endocrine is that layer or something. Why don't those
Are you
match up?
thinking of epidermal?
Yes,
Yeah.
you tricked me. Tom keeps tricking me into being dumber.
Wow, sounds like this Tom guy's pretty smart.
I like that you just sounded like you were tattletaling.
Yeah. Mom!
Well, because we forgot another word earlier.
I'm gonna keep doing it, Katrina.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's a clinic called Alpha Hormones that's like pretty close to here.
Oh shit, let's all get teed up.
Ooh, was
You're
that
right, endocrinologist.
Hell yeah. I mean, smarter than I look.
So what happens? Yeah, if you guys take a bunch of testosterone, what happens to women?
Well, that's part of the transition when you're transgender.
right,
But
But I think that's a certain level.
But if
I
we
feel
took
like
a
if it's
little,
just like a little bit.
what would it do for us emotionally?
You'd probably be a lot more successful at
more
comedy.
rights.
Well,
You would have like that cutthroat.
I'm about to say, just have no empathy all of a
You
sudden.
become a man. You just
Weird, I
start stomping on
don't
people.
give a shit anymore.
oh, I would love that. I would love that so much if I, didn't
would
give
love
a
that too.
fuck.
No.
Tom, we're gonna get TRT.
Yeah, I'll do it with you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You're probably not low T though. You're a young man. I'm an
Yeah.
old man.
You do seem like you have high T.
I know, and I'm always trying to hide it. I'm always like,
Hide
hey,
your
Why are you trying to
testosterone?
suppress your tea?
huh?
Yeah.
Because people hate tea.
Let your T flag fly, dude.
Yeah, I mean, people.
No, they
people are threatened by tea.
I like that. It also sounds like we could just be talking about your alter ego if you had like multiple personalities.
It's Devon or Kel. Yeah.
You don't want anything to do with tea.
Yeah.
So you
It's
think you're low in
T-Sog.
testosterone?
Yeah. When I look at, because I didn't have anxiety like this. Well, I don't know if I had anxiety like this because I was a drunk for most of my life.
Which
but
is bad for your tea.
Is it?
Drinking, yes.
Oh.
And what's way worse is weed. Weed is horrible.
Well, I'm-
for testosterone.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why
there's no
my
way.
tea's so low. I got no tea left. All my tea's gone. I smoked all my tea away. But also, drinking gives me great, like, drinking in terms of, like, getting drunk. I have the worst anxiety.
The shame overs.
I have the
Yeah.
next
No, I have
day.
I have full on like
During?
production level anxiety nightmares, and I can't sleep all night
When
of
you
like
drink. Oh, yeah,
different
yeah.
levels of stuff. And I did feel like wine is the worst,
Yeah.
but I did stop drinking. Like I don't even why I started drinking these because I'm trying not to drink beer as much. Like certain things.
These
but
are
yeah, they
hard
give me
kombuchas,
hard
by the way.
kombuchas. Please,
which
please sponsor Nicole because
I've
they're
never
delicious.
had before.
It looks like a company that would sponsor you. Like it seems like they're kind of local.
I feel like they started local, but already they're cooler than me. But I tried really hard. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I am trying to drink
Email
other stuff
them.
because I will have like if you got drunk at a party and then went home and went to sleep and then had like a replay of everyone hating you in that party,
Yes,
but it
yes,
looked like the
yes.
jailhouse scene in Leaving Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
That movie, yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like Fish Island spinning around, everyone talking about how they hate me, just like spiraling all night long. And
Yeah.
I feel like,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
no,
you off.
I feel like liquor makes it way worse.
That's so interesting because I drink and I feel more accepted.
Yeah,
But
me
maybe-
too. That's why I drink.
Yeah.
But the next
That's
day.
what I'm saying. After.
The next day, do you like go back in your head and go,
course.
oh, did I
Even
say-
driving
I said
home.
these stupid things,
If
or I
I'm
like.
drinking, I'm not going to remember the next
See,
day.
it's so short lived.
Like,
Remember the next day?
What you did that night.
yeah.
Wait.
Like, yeah. Usually,
Is that
if
a
I'm
Charlie
like,
Kaufman script? What?
Tom drinks
Remember
to
the next
forget
day?
weeks.
yeah.
Wait, if you drink, you can't see into the future? Is that what you're saying?
Tom just been trying to be a soothsayer this whole time.
Yeah.
None of it's working. Just
I gotta quit drinking. I can't see into the future anymore.
no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You
No, I
don't.
cut loose.
I'm a meat. Like by the time I'm walking to my car, I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna regret drinking like for the next 12 hours.
I had an ant trail when I lived in Athens, Georgia. I had an ant trail where I would like the next day after I drank, I knew where it's a small town, it's a college town. I could walk a certain way and make eye contact with everybody I was with last night, and it was like, you gonna punch me? Are we good? And,
That was your check?
I would check in with everybody and see everybody, and they'd be like, "What's up, dude?" Or like, I was like, "Oh, thank
and that's the
God."
way you knew you hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
See,
I don't see you as an anxious person, but I guess I don't know you
Super
that
anxious,
well.
Crazy anxious.
What do you like? Because mine has been like when I'm driving, I feel like I'm in a fucking speeding bullet, like on the highway or whatever. Like, what are like your is it social anxiety? Is it?
No, it's imposter syndrome. I feel like I'm a fraud at everything. I
Yeah.
feel
You
like
are.
you're right.
So don't get it.
I feel like I've never
Everything
created
you think
anything
is
worth
true.
anything. Yeah, 100%.
No. I feel that. I feel that constantly.
Yeah. That like, I'm wasting my life.
Yeah.
I have a new male anxiety, like this kind of a 1950s man anxiety that I didn't know I was capable of feeling, where my girlfriend seriously out earns me right now, and I feel like such a bum. Even though she doesn't care at all, but she like is crushing it, and I am getting crushed.
I think that's kind of hot though.
What?
Like I think it's like hot. Like I feel like
She's saying it's attractive that you're emasculated.
no. I'm saying like when
T.
like I feel like guys should see that as hot. Like that
Yeah, I see what you're saying,
like their
yes.
girlfriend's a boss ass bitch. And like I don't think she's looking at you and being like, "Oh, what a
Oh, no,
loser."
it's
you know?
worse. No, she believes in me, and I'm like, I don't believe in me. So how did I
Aw.
sell this?
So it's like the spiral, and I do feel like I've been in that position where
Yeah.
you believe in someone, they're like, "Oh, Jesus, that literally makes it worse."
What puts on the pressure?
Actually, that's so true. Like,
Yeah.
fucking David Taylor, who is like a paid regular at the Comedy Store. He like recommended me to his manager, and his manager reached out to me, and I was like, "Oh, what did he tell you about me?" And she's like, "Honestly, all he said is this girl's gonna make you a lot of fucking money." And I was like, that's so much pressure that I didn't sign with her because I was like, first of all, like that, if that's all you know about me, like that someone says I'm going to make you a lot of money, like then you don't like know what I do or anything
Also,
like
is it
that.
1974? Who talks like this? That girl's gonna make you a lot of money.
Well, what he didn't tell you is that the reason the way he played your set for her was he said, "Have you heard of Nicole Buchanan? Well, listen to this," and then held her phone up and let you listen to you crush.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the right comedian to do the Marvin Berry thing. Where it's like, hey, Richard, it's your cousin, Tommy Pryor. Here's the new sound you've been looking for.
If they're saying that to a manager, though, I don't think any manager cares about what you do as an artist. I think they will just want to make you a
They'd
lot of
probably
money.
be a bad manager if they
Yeah, they just
had
want you to
good
make them a
taste.
lot of money.
I think managers are more about like managing your actual career, knowing what you do. Agents are the ones that are just like, get you work,
Yes.
make me money, you know? Like I think
that
managers
way,
are
too.
it's more personal.
Yeah.
They want to know who you are.
I once had a meeting with Omnipop. He goes, I could do a lot with you. I'm just waiting for this PC pendulum to swing back. And I was like, you're making me sound like a rapist. Like,
I'm not laying low for any reason.
what are you talking about?
Let's wait until people aren't going to dig into your past.
Wait a minute.
You're going to find out I was everything these people were 15 years ago. I was
I
protesting
wouldn't say-
police murders and
I
shit.
wouldn't say PC is like looking for creeps. You know, like I wouldn't call canceling a creep being PC.
No, I wouldn't either, but it was the seedy way he delivered it,
Yeah.
where it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
almost felt coded.
Yeah,
Dog
yeah, yeah.
whistle, you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's politically correct to not sexually assault people. I'd say it falls.
But I
in that.
think when people say PC,
But if you say I sexually assaulted them,
when PC has taken on like a whole different meaning now. Like it's not even like just
Well, I don't think
politically
anything that
correct.
Brian does makes him like the underground railroad of what's happening now. Like, come on, it's safe. Like, that's not.
It's kind of the opposite. Like I don't see you getting in trouble for
no. You're going to
stuff
find
you
out I
say
was a
or do.
cornball. Like I was an
Yeah.
activist cornball. That's what you're going to find out.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've found out through this podcast.
Yeah,
I honestly, it makes me like you so much more. Like I love that about you because I wouldn't have thought that. And
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about like punk and shit through you. And I'm like, oh man, like punk kids were so cool, and I wish I hung out with them in
Were
high
you
school and stuff.
hanging out with punks?
I was hanging
I
out with
feel
buns.
like you were.
I knew you were
You had
because you
that
talking about
energy.
wrestling
I
men
feel
in
like that.
class.
I feel like
Oh.
all my
It was very
best
fun.
I did used to play shins with someone that I
Yeah.
had a huge crush on, and then he broke up with me at a bonfire for a girl that used to play roller derby, and she literally like scooped him up
Yeah,
and just walked away.
Roller-
And I was like, I think I lost. Like, I
derby
love
girls
you.
are the freaks.
it was great. So yeah, I used to hang out with like punks and like hang out on the bus with like the goth girls that
Didn't
like
you sell
chain
vintage
smoked.
clothes too?
I did
Yeah,
sell
yeah. So
vintage
you're gonna
clothes.
be around these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. That's like most of my like friends back home.
Yeah, all my best friends now, I feel like were those kids in high school, but like I hung out with like fucking choir kids who were fine, like they were cool.
Well, yeah. What is a choir? I don't know that stereotype. What are the stereotypes of choir kids?
I mean, I guess
They fuck a
Yeah,
lot.
we didn't have a. I'm
Do
thinking
they-
band kids. We didn't have a
Yes.
choir though. Band
They-
kids.
they did.
Fuck.
They all fucked each other, but I didn't know that until later on, like until I graduated. And I
You
was
were like me.
Everyone was fucking each
Yeah,
other,
that's
and
me and
I
cocaine.
didn't even know.
That was me when I worked at American Eagle Outfitters in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are fucking each other? I go to work and then eat Chick-fil-A and get something on my shirt and have to buy another shirt. That's all I do here. You guys are getting it wet?
Yeah,
When?
a guy that I was in choir, he was 2 years older than me, asked me out on a date like after I graduated, and I went on a date with him, and he was like telling me, which is now that I think about it, weird to do on a date, but he was telling me about all the girls he fucked in choir, and I was like, oh my god, like you fuck. He was like, yeah, everyone fucked everyone, and I was like, how did I not know about that? Like I didn't I didn't even hear buzz of it. Like I was so out of the loop.
How did I not hear lore of this fucking?
It was like, and
You're in a corner going me 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 me.
You're like, she's like, la la la, like with
To all
headphones
beef
on.
patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, sesame seed bun. To all beef patty.
To be fair to choir, Nicole, well, we went on the road.
So wet. Like just Nicole with headphones in.
I was so wholesome. I really was.
I love it.
You're not good at picking up on things around you sometimes.
I'm not.
There was one set on the road. I think it was in was it in Pittsburgh?
Were you and Keith fucking and I didn't know?
No. After you got off stage, I put my fist out for you to hit, and you didn't. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it here until she notices. And Keith got off stage, and you still like. I felt like it, but I just stayed that way.
Did you really
For the whole set?
For the whole set, because I started laughing to myself, and then I felt shitty again, and then I started
Were you
laughing
like
again.
by me or were you just?
Yes, I was right next to
Oh
you.
my God.
And you were doing this.
Not even looking at your phone or anything.
No,
just
you're
like,
just looking kind of vaguely.
Dude,
like
we're inside.
you
What
look
are you
like
looking
were
at?
praying. Yeah.
I'm such a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer, and I'll just like space out on one spot. Like I will fix in on one spot and just stare at it. And like I remember this one guy that I had a crush on. I was like looking at, but I wasn't staring at him. I was like looking at him, and then I just got fixated on a spot around him. And he was like, "You're so creepy. Like, why do you always stare at people?" And I'm like, "I'm not staring at people. I'm staring at a wall, and just you guys are fucking self-centered and think I'm staring at you."
I mean, I was staring at you,
Kyle.
but now I'm not.
I take pictures of you and stare at them from home.
Stare at those. Thank you. Now, back to my warm-up exercises. La, 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 la.
Go, a deer, a female deer.
Oh my god, I was so lame. I was just like this lame virgin who fixated on dudes but never talked to them. Yeah.
Incel.
But you know, no. I could have fucked them probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what an incel says.
Yeah.
It's funny you
what
say
it is.
that. We've got a caller.
I asked the guy I was gonna do, like, I was like, well then he was like, yeah, and I always had a crush on you. And I was like, no, you didn't. He was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, then why didn't you try to fuck me? And he was like, you seem so pure. And
Right.
I was like, okay.
I can see that too.
God,
Yeah.
times have changed where it's like you're asking people, why didn't you try to fuck me? As
Yeah.
opposed to like, hey, why didn't you ask me out?
What the fuck,
I
dude?
know. Why don't you try to fuck me?
You had a car. I was right there.
Hi, T. We're seeing it. We're seeing it.
Hi, T. Buchanan.
Yeah.
And I used to think, you know what's funny is I used to think like, oh, guys didn't like me in high school because no one ever asked me to a dance or anything. But I think it was just that I wasn't fucking. Like I think like guys did like they knew the girls that were fucking and they knew the girls that weren't fucking and they were gonna ask the girls to
See,
dance
I
that was
hung out-
fucking.
I hung out the girls that were fucking, and so people thought that I would fuck, and I was the one loser that wasn't fucking because I didn't know anybody
You were
was fucking.
driving them.
No, I was the last person to have my license. I was just like hanging out.
When did you lose your virginity?
I was like 16.
Okay,
What about you?
Yeah.
22.
22.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
to a comedian. I had already started comedy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
wild.
after
Yes.
college?
Yep.
Wow.
That's wild. But also, I stopped. I didn't hang out with, like, did you hang out with mostly people that went to your college in college?
yeah. Well, no, my roommates. You know, I hung out with my roommates. That was about it. And they were all fucking like they.
I didn't fuck
they were all
anyone from
fuck-
my college.
They were fucking a lot. Like I hung out with people who fucked
That's what
in
I mean.
college.
People definitely hooked up, but I didn't hook up with people that were in college.
Uh,
I hooked up with people in my college town. Like, none of them were in school.
Yeah.
I went to Gainesville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hung out there a lot too.
I was,
I had some really good times in Gainesville.
Right, I can't wait for us to get off so I can see if you know the guy I was in love with, because I feel like you might.
Yeah.
I was just scared. I was so scared of men. Like I was scared of like what would happen if I fucked them.
What were you afraid was going to happen?
I don't know. I grew up with a dad who kind of like told me like guys are scum. They only want one thing. Like don't fucking trust anything they say.
I was like, that's just who he is.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Dads who say that, it's because they were scum and they we're just trying to fuck all the time. And so like that in my mind, that was what men were, and I didn't trust them. And so I was just like scared because I thought as soon as I fucked them, they were gonna like.
But see, even when you decided to have sex, were you like, that's the person I'm gonna fuck? Because I feel like I was that person where I was like, oh, I don't care if it takes the rest of my life. I'm gonna fuck. This is gonna be the first person I fuck.
That's what motivated you?
No.
Yes, like I was like, I know in my heart I am meant to have this person's
I
dick inside of me
definitely-
somehow, some way.
And that dick is going to tickle this heart.
Yes.
I definitely did not have that feeling. In fact, it was kind of the opposite. I dated him for like 2 months before I fucked him, and also it was just kind of like I was like, oh, this seems like a like kind of unattractive weirdo that I can trust, and he thinks I'm really great.
It seemed like a
and
good
whatever.
pick.
Yeah, and then he cheated on me. But
I mean, yeah, but the reason was you were like, oh, this feels like a good pick at the time. Like,
you know, and I don't know.
because also I think I was way younger, so
I
I
was
was way
dumb.
more like magic moment about it than I probably would totally felt different when by the time I was
yeah,
22.
And it's never a magic moment, but mine was like the opposite of a magic moment. It was on an air mattress in a living room.
Mine was in a
yeah.
house, but I had sex for the first time, and then we sat on separate couches watching TV, and I remember sitting by myself and being like, he's so stupid. He doesn't even know we're supposed to cuddle, but I'm not going to ask him because I feel weird. And that was the beginning of a lot of shit. But
Wait, so who got up off the couch you fucked on to sit on the other couch?
oh no, we like left. There was like a very planned. It was like co-op Ocean's 11 of fucking when we fucked. Like people were out of town. We had alibis. I like parked a block away. I had a go bag. It was a whole thing. Like
Yeah.
it was a big deal.
You got an Asian guy to climb through the vents to find the clits.
Literally.
That's the thing I never got. I never got to
Extortion
experience
is
the
involved,
alibi.
Tom.
I never got to experience trying to like sneak around to fuck. You know, like by the time I fucked, it
Yeah.
was like okay for me to fuck. I didn't have to explain to my
Nicole,
parents where I
there's-
was going.
There's plenty of time for you to fuck someone who does not have a house.
Or
If you
or is in a court-ordered halfway house.
You
Yes.
also cannot fuck.
Yeah,
them.
you could break, curfew, and you could sneak around.
Yeah.
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 Or
mean,
literally
Trying
what
to
you're
help.
describing is just having sex
You're
in
a
a
good
public
friend.
place.
That I do have that kind of kink a little
Yeah.
bit.
If
Oh,
you're
Not
fucking
full
in a
on
park,
sex, not full on sex, but like a little bit of foreplay in a public place. Oh, I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
I'll diddle in public.
yeah, if you just have full on sex in a
Exactly.
park,
Like
anyone who
low-key.
else who's there is your dad. It's the same thing. You're afraid that you're gonna
Wait.
get caught.
Wait,
Well, that was
My
not
dad?
your dad,
He
the
just
royal
means
dad.
authority.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Let me
I'm
translate.
not saying your dad's following you to a park to watch you have sex with your boyfriend. I'm saying if you have sex with your boyfriend at a park, everyone becomes your father.
I see.
You can transform.
have-
Much better.
You can have-
Which part of the Hobbit is that?
Does the guy I'm fucking also
Prelude to the Mutton song, Brian. Get off my lawn.
does the guy I'm fucking also become my father?
If you want him to be.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I did have once my dad really liked a guy that I was hanging out with and was like asking me why I wasn't hanging out with him anymore. And I was trying not to tell him. He was like, well, what happened to so-and-so? Like, he was nice. I liked him. And I finally was like, Dad, I didn't want to sleep with him, and so he dumped me. And he went, oh. Well, yeah, because we all dogs anyway, and and just like went into this like 5-minute thing about what it sounds like more what your dad said.
You started
but-
auditioning for the Comedy Store.
Yeah, he just went off about how men are dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
I feel like that makes more sense after a breakup to just like make you feel better. Like, yeah, men suck. You know,
Yeah.
that's like I feel like he was like your girlfriend at that point, where he was like, men are trash. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a
like
good
He
dad.
did that. He girlfriended me.
Yeah. But like my dad, it was before I ever started dating, so it just like scared me
I
into
think my
not
mom
dating,
told
which
me
I
all
think
that
was the
shit
intention.
Because my mom told me the same shit, but it comes,
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
I feel like it comes more from a like, look. Because I would try to tell my mom, like, be excited about, like, Mom, I'm in love with this person, and she never cared. Could not have been more, like, just, like, doing dishes, like, cool, don't care about your crush. And I was just like, why don't you care? And finally one day she was like, none of this matters. And I was so upset that she, like, wasn't giving like real pause to how
Yeah.
much I was in love with people, but she was just like, I don't believe any of this is relevant.
Yeah. I had to tell my niece this.
How old is
Christmas.
she?
She's 18. She's graduating high school.
What did you tell her?
Well, she was like, I'm going to marry this guy. And I was like, look, you're not going to remember this guy's name in like 8 years. I was like, I'll be nice to him for you, but he doesn't matter.
Has she not been dating him long? Because she might.
Okay. They were new, and she was already planning how many kids
Okay.
they were going to have.
Okay. But
How's
yeah.
she gonna count it? They're not.
Huh?
She's just counting how many she wants.
Yeah,
or-
she's planning the whole
Okay.
family.
But that is,
Yeah.
I can see wanting to be like, I want you to be excited.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
This
like,
is my future husband. I'm like,
I do wonder
No,
what
it
it's
isn't.
like seeing your kid like get into their first like relationship and being in love, knowing that it's gonna
What
end,
that
and then
is.
being like, I want to die. Like,
or the stuff I say now where like I send her screenshots of people having their 5th baby and being like, can you believe I wanted this to be me? Like all these dudes back home.
was your first heartbreak like debilitating?
Oh yeah, I was crushed. My first like 2. I like the first person I loved was like crushed. And then my first like boyfriend in college that broke up with me, my roommates tried to get me Baker acted. Because I just wasn't eating. And like I wasn't on purpose. I would like
Yeah.
sleep. All I was doing was sleeping and crying. And then I would walk out and go to eat and be like, food's dumb. And then go back to sleep. And so I lost so much weight. One of my old friends calls it my lollipop years. Because all my pictures, my head looks like a lollipop on a stick. And I do look pretty gross. But I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was just fucking sad and sleeping all the time. And so yeah, that was
I can't eat-
fucking gnarly.
I can't eat after a breakup either. I feel like there's 2 different types. There's people who just like eat everything after a breakup, and people who can't eat. I get nauseous when I think I realize that I get really nauseous after breakups and after someone dies. So I think it's just losing
Everything.
people.
All the
like
stuff.
just makes my stomach turn, and like
Yes.
I can't eat, and I get so skinny after breakups.
Oh my gosh, my anxiety is all that. I'm barely ever eating. I freaking passed out in the valley in November on the street because I just accidentally didn't eat and was like, oh fuck, and passed out. But yeah, I am real bad about that.
Did your
shit.
anxiety make you nauseous?
That's what I mean. I'm
Did- yeah,
constantly
does
not
yours?
eating
no,
the
I
things.
eat.
Oh,
right,
like
my
crazy.
anxiety makes me so fucking nauseous.
Yes, but at that time when I was like
I'm
in
still
this
chunky as hell.
super,
But
when I was in this like super sad place, I went to a wedding, and one of my friends, when I was getting ready, was like, "Oh my gosh, Katrina, like you look so amazing," not knowing like what was wrong with me, and I just stopped doing my makeup and looked over and went, "I want to die, Sarah."
yeah.
And then just kept doing my makeup. Like, you want to know the secret to this killer wedding day bod? literally crying and not eating for a month and a half and then realizing you still have to drive to North Carolina to keep up appearances. I don't want to be here. Stop talking to me.
Yeah,
Like, it was the best. Like, oh my God, you look amazing. And I was like, do I?
That's why I never say that. When people lose weight, I never say like, "Oh my God, you look so good."
Unless
like,
I know that they've been
that
like,
they've been working
yup,
out. And eating
exactly.
healthy.
If I know they've been
but
working on it.
If I just haven't seen them in a while and they lost a bunch of weight,
you
I
don't
say
know why.
nothing. I say nothing fucking about it, because it could also be like a fucking eating disorder. Like you don't know, and you don't want to encourage that. You know, like
because I have definitely been people like, oh, you look good. I'm like, thanks. I've been stressed as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm super sad. What's up? Or like, once I'm not sad anymore, I'm like, have you ever been sad and be like, man, I wish I had felt good enough to go outside. Like when you finally take off your clothes to take a shower on like the 4th day, being like, wasting this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I look
I
great.
look great naked,
and
and
I
I don't even want to talk to
will
anybody.
not want to go outside for a month.
Yeah.
Useless.
That's when I take a bunch of like selfies on Instagram and then pretend that I'm like, you know,
I just
living
like
a
look-
life and I'm not.
I just like look in the mirror and then laugh and get in the shower. Like, hilarious. That's so fucking dumb. Because I also feel dumb and shallow for thinking that I would be sad but still vain. Like, you've been crying, doing nothing but crying and still being like, oh, but also, bitch.
We all recognize if we look good.
There's nobody more vain than a sad person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Remember?
Because
think
if
about
that's
those
all
little
you
emo-
have.
Yeah, those little emo kids you grew up around who are always sad. They're the most self-centered human beings alive.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
wallowing in sadness, like, yeah, that's what that is.
When you said
Yeah.
that, I thought back to how many people I've heard like neg themselves in front of a girl, like,
Yeah.
nah. And just for a girl to be like, oh my God, no. And then
Yeah.
just love bomb them. I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah.
By the way, I think like the worse than the like high T guys that are just like, ugh, or like those kind of like soft men who like act like they're like super sensitive and shit, and they're like just as fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That is way more infuriating.
Yeah.
I feel like I
it's,
yell.
It's a lie too.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
On
these
top of
weird
it.
trappers.
yeah. They like they
Yeah.
seem
Fur
Yeah.
trappers.
Yeah.
they seem like real sensitive,
Beaver
nice
trappers.
guys, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
realize they have a trail of tears in their wake.
I was about to say, I think that I have encountered a few people like that, but my tea comes out in my personality. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Because I can't figure out what this weird personality is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was that for sure.
So it comes off like
Oh,
weird.
I'm always
and-
that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't read me at all.
Yeah. I was a sad, toxic guy, like softy, pretending to be.
yeah.
Patrice O'Neill once said, I started to keep quoting him, but he said, I never had a healthy relationship with a woman until I called her a bitch. And I never understood what that meant, but it actually changed my life. Like when you start being a little kind of more honest and mean, you like, does that make sense?
Yeah,
You understand
no,
what he's
no.
Yeah,
saying?
you hate
Absolutely.
women.
But
No.
those are two different things, though. Honest is different than mean. If you've always been that mean and you were suppressing yourself and people are just naturally responding better to you being more yourself, that's different than you pretending to be mean and someone being
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm damaged as fuck. What's
Exactly.
that about?
No,
No,
you're
I
100%
think-
right. I became more authentic.
Yes.
He's talking about authenticity.
I
Yeah.
think
Yes.
the best relationships
can
are
see.
the ones where you can look at them and be like, you're being kind of a bitch right now, and then
Yeah.
you know, like those
Yeah,
are the
yeah, yeah.
healthiest.
And I can
relationships.
see also someone not trusting that to where if you
Yeah.
actually are being yourself and what you know as yourself is technically a negative, and anyone being like, oh, I'm acknowledging that that's a negative and I'm still attracted to it, you being like, fuck you. I mean, but not believing that. But it's like,
Right.
no, someone really will also be attracted to the worst parts of yourself. Like I've like yelled in the car with dudes and been like, sorry, I feel like that's really unattractive. And then they'd be like, no, I don't care. Like things that
Yeah, yeah.
other men have been like, oh, that's like making you look like unattractive in some way. And it's normally me like getting mad and throwing my keys on the street or something.
Right.
And yeah, I can totally see that.
See,
though.
that's never been a problem for me as long as I can say, hey, you're fine, but you're coming off a little crazy right now. Now, that's okay. Just be aware of it. And if they're chill with that, then it's fine. I haven't ran into that, though. Whatever I point out, like,
I feel like you have to be more specific about the second part.
and you can't use the word crazy.
Looking a little crazy is like like How,
I mean,
what, to
I
who.
pick a different word than crazy.
Okay, sorry, behaving a little crazy. Not
okay.
looking
You didn't
like-
change the word. You changed the other word.
What word? I don't know. I had a girlfriend who one time punched an Uber she was not in, like the car, then twerked on it, then said, fuck you. We walked away. I was like, that was very hot, but that was crazy as shit.
Did the Raiders just win or something?
What? I like that we tried to judge Tom for using the adjective crazy, and then he just immediately described
The
something that could only be
craziest
described
thing.
as crazy.
Yeah. Why did she do that? Just drunk? Was she drunk?
Well, I mean, we were all on a lot of things, but it was because we tried to help them, and then they were just being dicks. They were like, "Where's this thing?" And she was like, "Oh, it's over that way." And they go, "Get the fuck away from the car." And so,
And
yeah,
so
that's
she
when
punched him?
She punched. No, she didn't punch him. She punched the car.
Oh,
then
okay.
She twerked on the car.
Oh,
then we
okay.
did more cocaine.
Okay.
So she did a victory dance after she
Yeah.
punched the car.
She did like a baby Hulk smash, twerked it out.
Yeah.
And then,
Did she get on the hood and twerk?
Yes.
okay.
That should be in a music video.
It was pretty
I mean,
awesome.
It's Sir Mix-a-Lot, put him on the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's at
it
least
wasn't
on.
a celebratory
That's
ass.
the OG
It
one.
was a fuck you ass.
It's his very least on that Uber driver's insurance form video.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that
Yeah.
lives somewhere.
Yeah, dash cam footage.
It ruled.
Yes.
It ruled. It was crazy, but it ruled. Like that's an example of crazy I like.
You are attracted to that.
It's attracted to me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a mutual. We gotta. And I say crazy also as a person who. I am fucking crazy. Like I'm not. It's not a man woman thing. I'm fucking nuts.
Did you twerk on the next Uber?
No. I was just like, she gets it. I was just stoked.
Take off your shirt and twerk right now.
I will take off my shirt. I will. You guys want me to? Like, it's your podcast.
Don't look at me. Don't make eye contact with me while
Stand
this
up
happens.
and do a little turn. You know, like let's do
What is happening?
You do not need more body hair.
I just think
Stop,
more
stop. I
body
like this.
hair.
Where do you want it?
Why?
Huh?
You
Where?
got lint stuck in
Where?
it right now.
I
Like,
got-
like
what?
literally
You got
where?
lint. Like, why do you need
Oh,
more?
yeah, no, it's, well,
Got a
just-
deep ass belly button.
I'm sorry.
It's not bad.
He's got that early 1900s bodybuilder
How did they
body.
cut your umbilical cord? That shit is deep as
Sheep
fuck.
shears.
My God.
Sheep shears. like they're a new building. Where they're breaking
It's
ground.
open.
Tom was a grand opening.
The Monopoly guy came by. And was like,
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I was being sarcastic when I said I needed more body hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad my sarcasm wasn't lost on anybody.
yeah.
You have the exact amount of body hair I thought you would have, though.
Which, I
Yeah.
mean, so too much.
No.
No,
I feel like
just
it looks
right.
soft.
It's soft.
I'm down with
I
any
don't know if
amount
my
of
body
body
hair is
hair
soft. Now I'm
because it
touching-
looks
yeah.
soft.
Yeah,
I don't know if this
I
is
like
considered
body.
soft.
Are you bristly?
Actually, for body, here's the thing.
Describe the consistency.
I don't
of
date
your...
people with body hair usually.
None?
Well, I mean, they have some
He's
of
not
them
into
shave
mammals.
it. Yeah. I'm a rodent only kind of. I like naked. I fuck naked mole rats.
And sphinxes.
You've never.
That's it.
You've never dated someone with hair on their tits.
with hair on their. I mean, I'm sure I have, but they tweeze or whatever. I don't know how you.
You're not
ladies
paying
take care of it.
attention to
Yeah.
teeny tiny tit hairs?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
not
I mean-
judging on that.
Because she's probably got some. Are people doing electrolysis on their tits?
It's also.
I mean,
Yes.
probably.
100%, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now I got to worry about that.
No.
Here's the other thing.
You just like you get some nipple hairs. You shave it off. Whatever.
You shave them? That
I
seems like a
do.
bad
I
idea.
don't do anything.
I've
When-
never had a problem
you
with
don't have
it.
to worry about it.
When I'm making love, it's really hard to tell what might be her
I've had
body
the-
hair and what is
I
my
don't know
body
what Tom's
hair
saying
they
making
got on
love.
them.
I can't.
What
No, Tom, you do not make love. You do not make love.
When I make
100%
fuck,
does.
oh yeah, when I
No.
make fuck, then whatever the
He's
vocab.
a sensual man.
No,
Yes,
shut up.
Tom!
Yes.
Nah.
He's swirling around that body hair. I like it.
I'm so glad I
Oh my
can't
God.
see me on the screen right
You
now.
look great. I'm not being
Can
sarcastic.
we go full screen? You wanna
No, I don't. No.
see? You look good, dude.
Zoom in on those nips.
You look like
Can
an
we get a
NFL
nipple
center.
cam? Can we
nip
get the
cam?
nipple
That's
cam?
that's not. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's the
This
fastest
one
on the
is
offensive
literally a
line.
picture perfect nipple.
Thank you.
Like a stock
Actually,
image
yeah.
nipple.
Yeah.
You know what my body would or my ears would have heard?
Wait,
What you
which
just said.
one?
My other nipple sucks. That's what I would have heard.
Wait,
No,
what
it's just 'cause
nipple's
they're
my good
not-
nipple?
Everyone has one nipple
That's
that's,
what I'm
better
saying.
than
Just
the other.
because they're not some perfectly
What's
identical.
my good nipple?
I have one that I
This
have one
one?
that
Okay.
I have one
that's-
that
all
kind
right.
of goes that way, you know, like
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
can see
One
that is a
kinda-
great nipple.
All right, left side's a good side. Now I know for photos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my tits are like kind of facing the same way. They're pretty much like in unison,
Well,
like a little
my
bit.
tits are facing the same way because
Yeah.
they can't go anywhere. They're just because it's
Just
just
there.
flat, you know.
I do-
Like, but then one of my nipples kind of,
I got you.
you know.
I like a lazy eye titty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
It means it means that it's like it's genuine.
What I'm saying is my tits match my
feels
face. My tits
Not
match
those
my
perfect
face.
lying tits.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, when they're
Oh
too
my
like,
God.
Symmetrical lying knockers.
yeah, well, no, if they're too anything, then I'm like, these are
Too anything.
they're
Don't trust
not
these.
they're fake, which is fine. I'd have no problem with fake, but there's something not homely is the wrong word. Honest
there we
about
go.
yeah.
I think all tits are beautiful. Fake tits, real tits, hanging tits.
Ugly
ATA
tits,
baby.
they're all
But
beautiful.
real tits to Tom are like when Brian's being himself and like letting himself be mean.
Yeah,
yeah.
we
It's
need
My
like-
bitch tits.
some honest titties, you know.
Bitch tits. You know, the only feedback I've ever heard, I like in college hooked up with a guy that was in our friend group, and I forced my friend to tell me, like, I was like, I know he said something, like he must have said something, and I'm sure he said more, but he was like, the only thing I remember him saying is that you had the smallest nipples he's ever seen in his life.
Dude,
I
I
was
have
like,
small
I can deal with
nipples
that.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a small nipple
But I was like,
bitch.
yeah, I can deal with that
But
feedback.
but like it's
I love it. You keep checking your nipples out.
Yeah, I literally just looked at my nipples like,
Yours
do I have
are
like-
small nipples?
yours are
maybe.
on the
What
good
do you
side.
think? You tell me.
Mine are smaller than Tom's. for
you
sure.
know what?
I was gonna say
Fuck that.
mine are about Tom's size, I think.
I think mine are small.
I do look better without a shirt at this
Wait,
angle. I
Nicole,
saw
did
her-
you book this based on nipple size?
Yes.
Yeah.
I only allow small nipples on
I'd
my.
say they're medium. I
No,
have
they're
medium nipples.
they're good. Mine are smaller, but more like stick outy. Mine are like I.
You got the stabbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
The
very.
road cones?
Yeah.
They're
the-
very
yeah.
prominent.
Yeah.
I was very
I got the tiny knobs.
like before I even got boobs, I
Small
was
radio.
very nervous about what my boobs would look like because of the poster in Spencer's Gifts that showed all the different kinds of boobs
Oh,
and
yeah,
named
yeah,
them.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was terrified about what kind of boobs I was
What
gonna
did
get.
name the- what did- I
They
don't
just
know
all had
this-
like the pyramids if they were pointy or
Yeah.
like whatever.
It's
yeah.
some idiot who did it in
Whoa,
10
whoa.
minutes.
That's an artist.
Well,
man.
how would you
Sorry.
name yours?
You're right.
What
I
would you?
apologize.
Ooh,
What would you name yours?
that's hard.
What would you name Tom's tits?
Eyes in the forest.
Yes.
It's just little tiny.
Why did you have that so ready?
Because I'm
I
a
always
comedian,
thought about
Katrina.
it.
I'm on top
You're
of it.
really good at that.
Thank you.
Wow.
And when it comes to shaming myself, I make great comedy.
I
If
didn't
you want social
There's
commentary.
no shame there. Do not clear
That's
cut
just
that forest. That is
accurate. That's
beautiful.
what I mean. That's just what it is. But wow, I was impressed.
Eyes
During
in the
quarantine, I
forest.
did shave a cock onto my
I
chest.
remember
Yeah,
that.
you look scarred when you said that.
When you said, I was like,
How
oh,
did you
yup.
do that?
I can see the picture.
Well, first we bleached it. because
was
that
it negative
funny.
space?
And then we dyed it red, and then I just like kind of just shaved
So
around
you weren't
it.
like you didn't have like a manscape or some kind of angular.
No, I don't know what this is about podcasts trying to tell me I need special tools to cut my hair.
Well, I think to do like shapes, I would feel like you would need a special tool.
No, you
Yeah.
just turn it. It's just less blade
Like the
if
skinny?
you turn it
Oh,
more.
but
Well,
don't they
I
make
guess it
skinny
depends
ones?
on the detail that you want. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I don't think he's like doing like
Yeah,
little
no.
stars and shit.
I
like-
literally
Right.
got the buzzers and then just.
Now I want to do an Everything Hurts calendar, and it's all just Tom shirtless with different shit.
Shapes.
So
shapes.
here's the
Yeah.
problem. I've already for years now. I've been talking about doing a sexy calendar because there are a lot of gay listeners who have
yeah.
requested it.
Oh.
And
I literally said that to you like a couple days ago, and you were like, "Everybody says this to me," because I was like,
yeah,
"He has the
Start an
body for a
OnlyFans.
calendar."
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah,
which I didn't realize. You know, I'm now on the side
it's
of
less
this
of a
plus.
firefighter calendar, more of a
you
fire
have a-
starter
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah.
Wait, okay. Honestly, Tom dressed as a fireman, I could see it. I could
Yeah.
see it for sure. Yeah.
I would believe Tom if he told me he was a off-duty, like, volunteer fireman.
No, you
Does
should
it
be
look
the
vaguely
Dalmatian.
strong
You should
and
have
sound
a
vaguely
firefighter
dumb?
should have him on a leash, like he's the Dalmatian.
Oh, I'm the Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we could get some, like, who do we get to hold the leash?
A real firefighter.
Oh, a real fire? Oh, that would be like
yeah.
an ode to them.
Yes.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Then you throw
that
like
would work.
FDNY 911 up there in the corner.
Or we get the Dalmatian to hold the leash.
Wait, we'll just...
really put it on its head.
Oh, that's meta.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
I do like
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
art, though.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
put,
Well-
put peanut butter on the leash or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
He'll chew it.
I think the dog will understand. The dogs, yeah.
Dalmatians are smart. They're like, I know what this is.
Yeah, Dalmatians are mean.
I feel like people
I
would
heard
really
that
look
too.
into that and find like different meanings in what you're trying to say with a Dalmatian holding you on a leash.
And
like
if I
it's some
could-
kind of commentary on society.
Absolutely.
It's like
If
the
I-
old hacky joke, like if an alien came down and saw you picking up your dog shit, they would think who's the leader or whatever. Everybody did that joke. It'd be like that, but
Yeah.
really artsy version of that.
Yeah, no, and if I can like get people thinking and like think there's a point to it when there's not, something I've not been able to do with my comedy with a calendar, that is success.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the cop, I think I'm doing the same exact thing, but it'll be a gun walking me. Social commentary. Just a pistol and a little.
Yeah.
And they're like, who's walking who?
No, it's a German Shepherd, but you have a bag of pot in your mouth.
German Shepherd would be a lot smarter than a gun.
Yeah.
I guess it's just easier. I don't know how.
I like the image of a gun
If
walking
you give
me
them
around,
both an
though.
IQ test, the German Shepherd would
wait.
definitely win.
Do guns like peanut butter?
I can bribe him with something other than
Tom
peanut
put
butter.
peanut butter in his cock and then shot it.
It's so stupid.
The peanut butter in the cock brings a whole new meaning to Jiffy Pop.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is dinner for you regularly.
Honestly, when I was living in Pac Pal, it was it was 90% peanut butter.
Yeah. That's
Also,
Pac Pal is a disgusting house he lived in, if you don't know.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, that place is dangerous.
Have you been there?
No, I've never been there. I've only heard about it,
heard
and I
from
want you all to
reputation.
leave.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't
I've
live there
slept
anymore.
there.
No.
I was always shocked how clean they all looked outside the house after I went there. But I was like,
How did you even
specifically
leave
Opie
this
and
place?
Ramsey, always and Connor, but all three of them specifically always look so put together. And then I walk in there, I'm like, where do you keep these clothes? Like,
They can't touch anything in this house.
yeah, it's
Yeah. You know what funny story? Because I lost like 60 pounds in a very short period of time towards the end of living there. And I would
You
always
shaved
like
your chest.
and I would always be writing and pacing and smoking and calling people. And I had a friend who was like having a hard time with meth at the time. I was talking him off the ledge. And apparently the neighbors, they got to the people who took her place, met the neighbors like, hey, whatever happened to that one tweaker in the front yard who was also and they're like, well, like, what tweaker? He's like, he's always wearing tap out shorts, pacing and writing. And
That's
he's always screaming about meth on the phone. And he was tweaking. And they
Not
were
me,
like,
him,
Yeah,
screaming.
And they were like, oh, you must be talking about Tommy. He wasn't a tweaker. He's just fucking weird.
But also,
the neighbors thought I was tweaking the whole time.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I just remember that there was a room that gave people nosebleeds, and I was like, y'all should move.
Wait,
there's
Gabe?
a room in your house.
It was
that
probably
gave-
the basement mold. Is that what you're talking
Well,
There
about?
there
was
is
a
the
place
base-
where
there's
like
black mold in
you
the
stayed
basement.
and
There was
someone
black
else
mold
stayed
in
and
the
they were like, I'm not
basement?
staying here, and then Tom
I
stayed there. Was
slept
like,
in
yeah,
the
this
basement.
place
I
is
did
making
too.
me sick.
You're not sp-
Yes. He was sleeping there at one point, and I was like, you gotta get out of there.
But yeah, it's look. Not all Ramsey, who does know how to Google things better than I do, told me that black mold. Not all black mold is bad. Only some black mold. It's a very specific strain of
There's
black mold.
Why would you even go down that road?
Exactly. He was being. This is exactly the kind of loose deductive reasoning. We were sitting outside a fucking Anchor bar or something. He was like, yeah. I was like, Connor used to live there, and then he got sick, and he left, and now I don't feel so good. And it was like, no one should stay there. How about that?
But my
Like-
friend, who's hopelessly addicted to Adderall, was on 4chan and found out that some black mold is okay.
Well, I even look. This is how good Ramsey is. All right, I even to
Define
everyone.
good.
You're gonna hear like just good at Ramsey logic. Okay, I was like, if we could just get the mold tested, that'll still live down there. I can't. It costs a lot of money, and Ramsey was like, "It's a scam. They're not gonna do it." Like, he's like, "I'll pitch it if you want."
The mold test is a scam, is what he's saying.
That's just big government, man. That's all about zoning and codes.
That is so.
Honestly, part of it too is I started, and I don't believe in ghosts. You guys don't ever have a thing you like don't believe in, but at the same time you can't.
You're scared of it?
You're like, part of me does believe in it, even though I don't.
Oh, yeah.
want to.
Yeah. I don't
Like, I
believe in
think-
ghosts because if I did, I'd be terrified all the time.
That's me and fame.
I
I'm
wouldn't
scared
be
of
able to-
famous, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
way it would ever
not
happen.
real.
Yeah, like what are you scared
You
of?
get a big check and you hear something, you're like, hello?
I would get like
the ego to be scared of fame.
I mean, I have that too. Me too. After all the like meet and greets that I did with Jeff, because Jeff makes me go out for the meet and greets when I feature for him. Like he's like, yeah, come out here. You have to like meet people and you have to like plug your podcast and you have to, like
This
tell
is
them where
Jeff
they can find
Sessions?
you. No. No, I featured for Jeff Ross over the weekend and he.
Oh, I thought you were opening for senators.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of the worst Jeff I could think of.
Epstein.
Epstein,
right
yeah.
there.
No, I find
he's dead.
Jeff Epstein didn't vote.
No, he's not. I'm kidding. I don't know.
You're right.
I
Epstein
don't
is a better one. Fuck!
Just decided.
Jeff Sessions, what is wrong with you?
know. I thought that was a musician.
Do you
want to
roll it back? Take it again. Take it again.
Okay,
Quick, yeah, roll it back. Vote, do
roll
my
it
joke.
back. Yeah, I was featuring for Jeff.
this
and,
is Jeff Epstein, right?
yeah. It was Jeff Epstein.
That's really funny. I wish I said that. Fuck, roll it back. Roll it back.
Okay, roll it back.
Roll
so I
it
was
back.
featuring for Jeff and
Jeff Epstein?
Worst timing ever.
How dare you? Okay, I do it. What's it called? Avant-garde.
What's it card?
called?
What are you, a pirate? What's it card?
If I want to be, okay. If I'm shirtless, I'll call myself whatever the fuck I want.
Wait, now
You're gonna
that's a
call me-
calendar.
Call me Poppy, okay? And then
Poppy Goss.
Me puppy.
Poppy Goss.
Poppy Goss.
but I was out there for the meet and greets and I was so exhausted after that I was like, man, I don't know how Jeff does it. Like, I don't think I could do that. Like, maybe I don't want this. Like, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm going to be exhausted if people want to take pictures with me all the time and want my autograph and just like demand all my time because I'm famous.
Yeah, but then work at a bar and wash dishes for 10 hours
Yeah.
a day, and you go, fuck it, let's be famous.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
He goes home and takes a dip in his pool.
Right.
Yeah.
And it cleanses.
That's
Who
very
washes
true.
it off?
Yeah.
Gotta wash all this regular off of me.
Yeah, he didn't have to check
Yuck.
his bank account to see if he could afford a coffee before the show.
You do have to deal with just as many drunk people as working at a bar. Yeah.
Being a comedian is working at a bar.
Yeah,
Until
pretty
you
much.
get into a theater.
Yeah, you're pretty much a traveling bartender.
Yeah.
There's literally a girl that was like, "Will you hold me like a baby?" and tried to like just jump up into his arms. Like, people are fucking nuts. But yeah.
That was actually the guy I used to have a crush on. He loves being held like a baby. It was just him trying to get
I did
stolen
meet
again.
Fabio one time in a Whole Foods, and I asked him if he could like take
Who's
a picture
Fabio?
with. He's like the guy that used to be on the
name.
front.
Romance novel.
Seal?
He used to-
Surprisingly young.
He used to be on the, but we're the same age. I knew who he was.
Yeah, but you still haven't explained who he is.
He's the guy that used to be on the front of like all the romance novel. But
He rode
but
a roller coaster and smashed his face into a bird.
It was so.
Yes, because he's so tall. Is that why I hit him?
I think-
That video is so funny.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
looks so pissed.
He looks like he's mad the bird doesn't know he's Fabio.
Yes, 100%.
Like the nerve.
He was like the 90s hot guy. He was like that steroid 90s. He looked like a wrestler.
And then
He was
later on, they,
Schwarzenegger?
no.
Fabio.
Fabio.
These
He
are
has
the
like
muscle
long.
guys
He
I
had like
know.
He has
long
long blonde hair.
hair.
They drew him on romance novels. He was the can't believe it's not butter guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I just remembered. I
Yeah.
can't believe my
Wait.
brain like
I thought
dug
that
out
was
him spreading
I
an
thought that
English
Native
muffin.
American
In junior
lady.
high, I wrote a Pearl Jam parody for Better Man that was I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Man.
yeah.
Yeah, listen.
I'm looking
You always
up
had it in you.
Fabio.
Brian, you've been making art this whole time.
Yeah. Can't believe it's not Butter Man.
Just
Yeah, that.
dismissing.
I wish I could remember. God damn it! I
But
can't
also
remember
Eddie Vedder.
it. Yeah.
I've never seen this man
Spread
before in my
so
life.
smooth, it tastes so real. Can't
They-
believe it's not but a man. There it is.
You remember that? There it is.
They lie and say that it's Butterman, but I can't
Every
believe
one of
it.
their songs.
Oh my goodness. Just an entire compilation, but they're all
It's all I can't believe it's
butter is
not.
broken.
Because I had a '90s parody band called the Farting Clintons. That was, and I would take '90s things and mash them
Wait,
together.
who was in the band?
Just me.
I was waiting for that. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I could play every instrument.
That's just the farting Clinton. You need this.
It's just one farting Clinton.
The Farting Clintons. They were good, if I could say so.
Because now I'm also imagining Brian like low key giving people mixtapes and being like,
Have
I
you
mean,
heard
I
the-
heard them. They're pretty good.
Have you heard the Farting Clintons? They're like, it's a concept band. They take
Yeah.
two '90s things, smash them together, and make parodies.
Yeah, their pronouns are they, them.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Brian, please never stop making.
Wait, do you still have the music?
I wouldn't know where to find it.
It's on a Talk Boy somewhere.
Yeah,
like, what
for
did you
real.
record on?
On a 4-track, on
You
a
need
Tascam
to
4-track.
start doing it again. On TikTok?
Did
Are
you hear
kidding
it?
me?
It's no way I should be doing it.
Please do
Yeah,
it. Your
absolutely.
make a TikTok and it's only Pearl
How
Jam
funny
covers.
would it be if that blew up and then people came to see me and I'm just doing like suicide and
Yes.
Holocaust and Columbine
Yeah,
and they're
what's
like,
wrong with that?
"Where's
No.
the Farting Clintons
No,
guy?"
that is the hook. It's like
Oh,
TikTok
yeah.
As
is
long as you
hate the
close with the
Holocaust.
song, as long
Tik-
as you close with the song, you're
right,
fine.
right.
TikTok is a super specific niche, and a bunch of people follow you, and it's like curveball. I am not just one thing.
Yeah.
So yes, please do that.
The Farting Clintons.
I love it.
Yeah, you should
Bring it back.
Put the band back
Bring
together,
it back.
Brian.
So yeah,
It is true. So somebody said that you only have one good idea in your whole life. Maybe that was my idea.
Why, wait,
Who
why
said
did,
that?
why did it end?
No.
Did
That's
you
like
have
some quote I've seen somewhere.
it sounds stupid.
Why did
That's
it,
not even that person's best quote. I don't
okay,
like
well,
it.
I'm in a room
Yeah.
full of narcissists, so
Who's the person?
there's no way. I have a ton of great ideas.
I haven't had
No,
one
I'm just
yet.
saying one. I'm
You'll
just
get
saying
it.
one.
Great
one-
idea.
Oh, okay.
why did you stop doing it? Was there like
Because I started
a
my
Yoko Ono that broke you up with yourself?
in junior high. There was no Yoko Ono. I'll tell you that. There was far from a Yoko Ono. I was Yoko Alono.
Yeah, no, her name was Monica Lewinsky.
I was thinking of just Yoko Ono on the back of Brian's hand.
Those are the puns that you need to make in your when you bring it
I'm
back.
getting into
You bring
Farting
it
Clintons
back.
mode. Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
What? No, really. Why'd you stop doing it?
Because I was just in junior high, and then
Grew up.
I started my death
So
metal
that's
band,
very
Incestuous
creative for junior
Necrophilia.
high.
Ah.
So it had nothing to do with the lack of talent.
You just joined another band with other people.
Yeah, Incestuous Necrophilia started picking up, and then
Started picking up.
what is-
Because also now I'm imagining you going to them and being like, well, I mean, I got to talk to my other bandmates, but I guess we could talk
Yeah.
about me going full time with you guys.
Also combined, incestuous farting Clinton necrophilia.
I don't know what that is, but
It's the name of your new band, where
Yeah.
you combine all of your voices.
that's every real idea I have where it's like, let me figure out how to alienate everybody. That's every idea I've ever had.
That's me too.
Yeah,
If you don't hate one of the words, you'll hate another one.
Yeah.
If you don't hate me yet, I'll get you. Don't worry. I'll get you.
The most relatable thing about me on this podcast has been that I also have nipples. Everything else has been widely like, that's the only thing I feel like people will be like, that we have that in common with.
I relate to him because he has nipples.
Yeah.
Tom, you're
Between that and the
too
teeth.
sexy to be relatable. You know, just
Thank you.
embrace it.
I looked up that.
He is the hot dumb bitch on the show.
You're
was
the new
the-
hot slut of the show.
You know what? I
Next week, hot wet T-shirt contest where you're the only contestant.
Are you single?
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, we're
That
pimping
was the
out
player
Tom.
answer.
Right? Okay.
Why is that?
The pause.
Yeah. That like he's like looking at me like, dude, you just violated the bro code.
Yes, where everyone listening goes,
yeah.
what is he going to
Why
say?
would you
There's-
ask me that?
If there's any eligible bachelors or bachelorettes, you know, I'm trying to get Tom to expand his horizons.
Yeah.
Women,
Not-
bachelors or bachelorettes,
I like that he
write into the
almost
show. Write into the show and tell me why you deserve these nippies.
Yes, objectify me.
I never thought of the word bachelorette as a single. I just thought of it as a girl at a wedding. I've only thought bachelor. I get bachelor pad,
What, did you think it was like the Latin roots for dick straw? Like what did you think?
Because of
like,
the bachelorette party?
yeah, because you never
But
hear
there's also bachelor parties.
bachelorette pad or whatever. Like
That's true.
You never hear
Oh,
that.
There
Yeah.
should be the girls.
Or like
should
my
have
sister's living
bachelorette.
like such a bachelorette. I can't say that word. It's too.
Maybe that's why you've just blocked this word out
'cause I
because you
can't
can't
say it.
say
My
it.
tongue's too
you
fat
you
for
hear
that
it all
You're
the
a
word.
German trying to say baking or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
Wait, what would you call? Oh, because they probably called them like spinster pads or something.
Ew, spinster. No.
I know, but
That
that's what I'm
just
saying.
sounds sad.
I know, but that's what
You
our
want
equivalent
something
would
where
be.
it's a
And then
party.
No,
also,
it's
spinster
independence.
isn't technically sad. Exactly.
Old
But it's
maid
we
sad.
made it.
But why
Yeah,
does it
we made it
sound
sad.
Yeah.
And we made it sound sad, but it's really just like I'm fucking busy.
But
the
it needs-
harlot loft.
But it needs to be something that sounds
Better?
Yeah, it needs
Yeah, get them all out now.
It needs to be something that sounds more fun, you know, a place where you can
A hag pad.
go and drink what a what?
A hag pad.
The snatch hatch?
Yes, a
That's what I would call my apartment. You want to come hang out at the snatch hatch? Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god, that's what we're calling your
I
your
like it.
apartment.
That sounds
from
like I
now
live in a treehouse that's really cool.
The snatch hatch.
Technically, the Playboy, the Bunny Ranch is a bachelorette pad.
on. Not really because
What? That's like the opposite of a
Yeah.
bachelorette
They're single.
pad.
they're
No,
all
they're
they're
not.
all
They
dating.
are. They're
all
They
dating
were all
F.
dating the one
Yeah.
guy.
They're in,
Oh.
yeah, they're like.
What?
It's like literally the opposite of
Are
a
you,
bachelorette.
are you just finding out how
polyamorous?
fucked up the
Half was-
Playboy Mansion is?
Is a polyamorous thing?
Wait, do you
So,
mean
I
the
mean, he just
Playboy
fucked them
Mansion
all.
or Bunny Ranch, the show on HBO?
It's more.
There's an actual Bunny Ranch.
That's prostitutes,
Yeah, but
Those
they're
are sexual.
single.
I don't know if they're all single. I don't know if they're
but
all
that's
single.
where they work.
Yeah, that's
It's not their home.
that's like
This is
the
where I-
parking show, but with doing it.
Yeah,
I don't know if they all fucked Hef, but like definitely a
To
lot.
answer your question, it's not polyamory there. It's more polygamy because I don't think.
Did he-
I
he
don't
didn't
know that
marry
those
them?
are different words.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
think,
boy.
I don't think. I don't
Like-
think the girls are allowed to run around.
There we go. I don't know how much they're allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound
At least
like
the
an
hot
open
ones.
relationship. That sounds like a very
Yeah.
closed relationship.
That's what I was trying to
That's
say.
yeah, that's what we're saying.
I don't know. I didn't study Hefner in school. I don't know a lot about it. We share birthdays though, all three of us.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
All three of
Y'all.
no, I don't.
No, me, Nicole, and Hugh Hefner, April 9th.
Oh, and
Hugh
Hugh.
Hefner. Oh, I did know that.
And
Yeah.
John Madden.
Aw.
But
Well,
he
that makes me believe in astrology because
Your birthday's
I
April
am
9th?
so much
Yes.
like
You should
Hefner.
celebrate me. I'll be at the rec room in Huntington Beach on April 9th.
Hey Brian,
That
can you
was-
cut that out? after?
Great. Oh my God.
I literally have my calendar. in front of
Seamless.
me.
Seamless.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing.
My
I'll be
birthday's
in Alaska.
my birthday's March 16th, where you can see me at Bear City Comedy in Long Beach.
Oh my god.
You're a March
Wait,
birthday,
I was
aren't you?
about. No, I'm May, but are we on the same Bear City?
March
um,
16th.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not cool. I don't have my calendar in front of me
Yeah, that's cool.
to drop in random dates.
Let's move on to something a little more palatable than Brian plugging his dates. Hey Katrina, what do you think is the worst part of being alive?
Ooh, the worst part?
Besides listening to Brian plug his
No.
comedy.
Honestly, I would probably say
My nipples.
no.
No,
not
that's
even
the
that
best
at all.
part.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
been the best part of
top
my
10
day
things.
/ week.
Yeah. Well, you're right, nipple maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say top
Right
9.
nipple's number
Yeah,
one,
that's
left
the good
nipple,
one.
or no, yes, that's the right nipple's number one, left nipple's like number 5.
No,
This
this
is
is
my
his
left.
left nipple, and that's the good one.
Right, I was thinking because this is my
Yeah, yeah.
side.
Stage right.
Actually, well, yeah, my
The
nipples.
nipple that was closer to the wing.
Yeah. Stage right nipple is supremo.
Especially like the way I felt lately, just like navigating new things, being outside and having to interact with more people again, and like the stress that comes from like being misunderstood, and then the snowball that comes from like trying to fix that. And just feeling like you're fucked with people, and like meeting new people and being like, these people are gonna think I'm incompetent for the rest of the time they know me now. And there's nothing I can really do about it. Like, I could work on it over time, but just like being out and meeting new people and fucking up on various levels and either wanting those people to respect you or not caring if those people respect you, but also not having the freedom to just go fucking full on and tell them to fuck off and die. Like, all of that shit that slowly eats you alive.
Yeah, I mean, this
Probably
is
the
all
worst part.
This is all anxiety shit.
Yeah.
that
Like, stuff that makes me want to like grit my teeth and scream in my car is probably all the worst stuff.
You know, it makes me feel better hearing you say that, not because you're suffering, but
For me, it's because you're suffering.
Yeah, no, it's
It
fine.
explains the eighth a day habit.
but because I have these thoughts all the time of like, oh no, like yesterday I said this and this, and they're probably thinking this and whatever. And the fact that you're thinking that too, because I look at you and I go, everyone likes Katrina. Like she, you know, is a likable, competent person. I was actually thinking today,
I
like,
trust none of that.
no, I was
That's why I didn't say anything.
It just, I hear people say that, and I'm like, thank you for saying that, and then I just,
I was talking. I mean,
leaves
not
my
talking
brain.
about you. I was
And
thinking.
open
I was,
another drink.
I was another hard kombucha sponsor us.
did not mean to do
Gonna
that.
shotgun it.
I just stab my key in it while she talks.
Katrina, I think you're also just like a really sweet, caring individual. Heroin. There's no substance good enough to block this out. No good for Katrina.
No, I'm not faking when I'm a nice person, but I do feel bad about the parts of me that are horrible because people think the things that you're saying. Because people say, like, oh, you're so nice. And I'm like, I'm a fucking cunt. Y'all just don't pay attention.
No, but like,
Like, that's
no,
how I feel.
you are, but like in the best way. Like, if you're a very genuine person, like if like
Take that.
I'm your friend, like I know if you didn't like me, you would be like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck off.
Yes.
you know. And
I would feel the anxiety of like Nicole wants to hang out with me and I don't like her anymore, and now I have to like be like, hey, I don't like you anymore. Stop texting me.
And I feel
just
like-
to feel
no.
better.
I feel like you would do that though.
Absolutely.
Like, but I like that. I no, and like the fact that yeah, and I feel like if there was someone fucking with me, you would tell them to fuck off. You know, like you're not just someone who like is a people pleaser and will be nice to everybody. You're a genuine person.
But at the same time, you come
Also
off.
very reliable. The fact that you fucking write down. She texted me the other day. She's like, I'm gonna write down to text you on Tuesday or like whatever. Like you schedule everything.
But it's also because I'm super high and I forget
Yeah.
everything I don't write down. So if I write it down, I'm like,
You were
Weed
10
makes
minutes
you
late.
more
to come.
I let, if you tell me something and I write it down, I let all of that go. The idea that people will be like, because I feel like you'll like ride with a comic somewhere, even to a mic, and they'll be like, oh, fuck, I have a show tonight at 8. And I'm like, how did you just remember that?
I'm
What
like
day
that.
it is and all that? And then also, does it not stress you out that you're just always being like, what day is it? Oh, fuck, I'm supposed to be somewhere in 4 hours. What? That sounds
I used to be like that. and then-
horrible to me.
Katrina, I'd drive you nuts.
That sounds so but you always remember stuff?
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
See, okay, so
why
that's what I'm saying.
I
So
used to
you're
be like
missing
that.
stuff.
I used to
Yes.
miss shows. I used to
like
miss
that,
shows
too.
all the time. I used to miss shows all the time, and then I was like, I gotta start writing stuff.
I've had comics complain about not getting on shit and then be like, oh, I lied. They emailed me 6 months ago. Like,
Yeah.
but I write down everything, but that's just also, I'm traumatized. I missed a final my first semester in college, and it brought my
I have
my
so many
G-
dreams about that. I
It-
still have dreams about
It brought
that.
my GPA down to fucking nothing. I lost what little bit of scholarship money I had the first semester immediately. I spent my entire high school career or college career like trying to bring it up from fucking nothing. And yeah, I have like panic about
Was it a
random
class
stuff
you were
now.
good at too?
Oh, my TA was like, I was trying to call your dorm because you could have come in and wrote your name on a Scantron and left. Like literally, all you needed to do was
What
be
was the
there.
class?
Fucking AMH 2010. I had to take it again. American history. And lost just like all my little Florida Bright Futures money for books and shit because I just wrote down the other day. I wrote it down. I was walking around looking for a test that had already happened, and so I'm traumatized from it.
That's
I think
my
forgetting
worst
stuff. And I was
nightmare,
bawling,
Katrina.
bawled my fucking eyes out, fucked up, did all this shit, and then called my mom and was like, I missed my final. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I fucked up. And she was just like, I can't talk to you, and hung up on me. And then I drove home and got a speeding ticket. It was the
Jesus
worst day ever.
Wow, at least
Okay,
it
so
wasn't
now-
raining.
Now
I was
it makes
like,
sense why you
my
write everything
eyes were
down.
like
That makes sense.
devil's dick red, and this old, like, big old cop was like, "Oh, what do you?" I was like, "Dude, just give me my ticket." And he went, "Sign here."
And you are Southern. Devil's Dick Red is.
I was so
felt like
upset.
I was right back in the South when you said that.
That was a bad day.
It sounds like a horrible day.
But that's why I remember stuff now.
Did you ever?
Sorry to write it down.
When you
So,
went to-
do you have it written down right now? Can you plug anything?
Oh, I mean, it's all in like a handwritten thing in my apartment. But
Do you have
I
it? Do you
write
want
too.
anything to plug?
Yeah.
Brian got all his out.
Not all
I
of them.
do
If you want me to
have
get some
it
more,
on
I
my
can.
phone, though. I will have it on my.
appreciate you
what's it
thinking
called?
only
I
have
haven't
two
even
shows.
I haven't even been plugging my shows. No, you can always plug your shows, Brian. I'm plugging.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I can look it up here. Bum, 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 ba, da, bum.
I'll be at
case.
South by
Oh, yeah.
Southwest this
Oh,
weekend,
hell
but,
yeah.
but by the time this comes out, I'll have already been there. But
Oh, nice. Cause wait, when does this come out?
Wednesday. No, this comes out Wednesday.
What
So
number
yes,
is
I'll be
that?
at South by Southwest this weekend. If you are in Austin, come to the Creek in the Cave
Yay.
on the 14th.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah, if you're in LA, I will be at the Nightcap on March 13th, which is in the Valley. It's basically like an alley. It's pretty cool. And then I have an online show on the 15th, and then I'll be at the Airliner on the 17th, which is Thursday. But
Yes,
Yeah.
and follow her at Katrina Sivad.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Just like if you like me, all my
Yeah.
stuff's the same stuff, and
And
put,
we'll put
yeah,
it in the
dates
show
everywhere.
notes.
Yeah.
Just Davis backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sivan.
I'm not that
Sivan.
cool. There's just too
Oh,
many
that's
Davises.
what that. I thought it was French or something.
No way. There's just like a bunch of like
She's
figure
like, "Bitch, I'm
skaters.
Creole."
There's like a doctor. There's just too many Katrina Davises.
Yeah, I assume it was something French.
That sounds way better than People do often. People will send me the Miles Davis song and be like, "Oh, you're so cool." And I'm
Which
like,
Miles Davis song?
There's a Miles Davis song, I guess, called Savaz. It's like 7 minutes long. Somebody sent it to me one day. I think it's him.
I love Miles Davis.
Yeah.
I mean, his last name is Davis. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone like thought I was like trying to do some kind of cool homage. I was like, I'm not that cool.
Well, thank you for being on the podcast.
Of course.
Katrina.
I love you.
You're a
Thank you for
delight. I love
having
you
me.
too.
I love you.
All right.
Yeah. I love all you. This was awesome.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
fun.
it's awesome. I haven't seen you since. I think it was
We protested.
Oh my God, we did. Never mind. I did see you more recently.
All right.
Trying to
We had
open
a
Chick-fil-A
long
on a Sunday.
conversation.
We're gonna wrap it up and then
Yeah.
continue to talk about how much
Yeah.
we love each other,
Yeah.
and we're all gonna fuck because
Excuse me from that.
come on, Tom. I'm just gonna watch you and Tom. Look at those nipples. All right, Thank you. We're out. Sorry,
Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Fucking life sucks. Everything hurts.